What's up, Hicks Brunson Eyewear Nation? Daniel Brunson here, and today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite types of lens technology, photochromics, and that is the technology that changes from clear to dark in sunlight. And specifically today we're talking about an exciting new product launch from the market leader in this space, Transitions Optical. They have the new Transitions XTRActive Polarized. Don't go anywhere. Okay, so today we're talking about the brand new Transitions XTRActive Polarized lenses. First, I want to talk a little bit about why I'm such a fan of wearing Transitions lenses in the first place. Number one, it not only keeps your eyes comfortable when you go outside in bright sunlight, but it also keeps your eyes protected. You always want to protect your eyes from harmful UV light and blue light. Now, what is blue light? So, the difference is UV light is an invisible light that comes from the sun that's harmful to the eyes. Blue light is actually a visible light. And what happens is you have blue light exists on a spectrum from blue violet to blue turquoise. And blue turquoise is actually beneficial to your eye health in small amounts because it actually helps regulate your body's circadian rhythm. Blue violet light, however, it can be harmful in large amounts. And so what you want to do is make sure your eyes are always protected from blue violet light. And that's why when you go outside wearing sunglasses or wearing Transitions lenses that automatically darken will protect your eyes from the blue violet light. And so where is blue violet light found? Well, as I mentioned, it's found from the sun. It's also found indoors when you're looking at digital devices. So the nice thing about Transitions lenses is they actually block a big portion of that harmful blue violet light from those digital devices and also from the sun. And so that's why it's important to always wear a lens that darkens when you go out into the sun. Okay, so I've talked about Transitions lenses before. I've made quite a few videos on them, and I'll link to some of those in the description box down below. But today we're talking about Transitions XTRActive Polarized. So how is it different? How is it better than previous Transitions lenses that have come along? Well, it's actually not the first lens of its type in that it darkens when it darkens. It darkens to a polarized lens. And if those of you that are not familiar with polarization is a special type of laminate on a lens that will filter out glare. That's like light that shows up off of a reflective surface like the water that makes you squint and is really hard to look at. So Transitions actually created a product a few years ago called Transitions Vantage, and I've made a video about Transitions Vantage, which we'll link to in the box down below. It was the first product of its type that had what we call variable polarization. Clear indoors, and then the darker it becomes, the more polarized it becomes. Now, the big leap forward in technology with Transitions XTRActive Polarized is that the XTRActive technology has the capability to darken in places where other Transitions lenses won't darken. And one of the most important places that people really enjoy is behind the windshield activation. So Transitions Vantage would darken out in direct sunlight and it would become polarized as it darkened. Transitions XTRActive will have behind the windshield activation. That is, when you're driving, it'll darken somewhat, and it'll get somewhere around a category 1, maybe a category 2 darkness in the car and become polarized as it does so, which makes it just a wonderful lens to wear throughout your day, whether you're driving into work or making a commute somewhere or spending time indoors and out. It's clear indoors and it's polarized gray outdoors. And the XTRActive technology not only darkens behind the windshield, but I've noticed a lot of other places, like if I'm sitting on a porch where I'm sort of sitting in the shade under the covered porch, the regular Transitions technology kind of needs you to be a little more in direct sunlight to see a lot of darkening, where the XTRActive technology will darken up nicely because it can pick up UV light and visible light and activate slightly. So, and the technology to make it polarized as it darkens is super impressive. The development scientists at Transitions Optical figured out a way to create a chain of molecules that as they switch direction to make the lens darken, they also line up in neat little rows which create what happens when we make a polarized lens, which allows this lens to filter out glare. And so that's one reason why these lenses are going to be a lot more comfortable to wear than ordinary photochromic lenses that go from clear to gray or clear to some color. They're going to keep your eyes very comfortable and protected when you're outdoors. And the nice thing about Transitions XTRActive Polarized, I mentioned blue light earlier. The Transitions XTRActive Polarized lens blocks 6 times more harmful blue light from the sun than clear lenses when you're outdoors. And then it blocks 3 times more harmful blue light from devices when you're indoors compared to a clear lens. So there's some really great benefits. So, but now, you know, what do we come here today to do? Just to hear me talk about it? No, I want to actually show you guys. So this is one of my favorite frames of all time. This is my Masunaga 000. I recently updated my lenses and I put a Transitions XTRActive Polarized lens in it. And I didn't just do this frame. I always like to have frames with different colors and different looks, and this is a frame by Fossifos called the Rotko. And as always, I'll make links in the description box down below for those of you that are interested in either the Masunaga 000 or the Fossifos Rotko. We'll make links in the description box down below where you can shop these frames at hicksbrunson.com. But I want to show you what they look like indoors. I put the Transitions XTRActive Polarized lenses in both of these frames. And when I take these frames outdoors, I'll show you how nice the lens darkens to a nice gray. And I'm also going to show you, as I'm talking about this, I'm going to show you when I drove in this morning, I took some selfies at stoplights. So you could see that the lens darkened to a nice, like, category 1, close to a category 2 gray, even in the car when I was wearing this Masunaga 000. And it's a nice lens for that reason. But you can see when I go outside into the sun, you can see how it darkens up to a nice category 3. It's nice and dark, it's really comfortable to wear, and I just love wearing it, and I love the way it looks. This is one of those lenses that you put it in your frame and it's gonna give you an option that you can wear all day long, indoors and out. Make sure your eyes are always protected and comfortable. And you put it in the right frame, it really creates a cool look too. That's the other thing about Transitions lenses, because the technology has gotten better over the years of how quickly they darken and lighten and how dark they do get. I think they look really good in a lot of today's eyewear design. So in closing, I love this lens. I can't wait to see this technology continue to proliferate. As of right now, it's available in the color available is gray, and this lens is available in both single vision and in progressive lenses. So no matter what type of prescription you need, no matter what your lifestyle, it can be done in a progressive or a single vision lens for you. And again, if you want to give us a call or send us an email, we'd be happy to help you. If you are looking to get a Transitions XTRActive Polarized lens for yourself, you can just find our contact information in our description box down below. This has been Daniel Brunson signing off on another video. We really appreciate you watching. If you have any feedback for us, feel free to leave us a comment below, and I will see you in the next video.